Never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Oh my goodness, I am busting with excitement. Look who I've got with me today. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. It's Accountex. This time next week, we will be at Accountex. How exciting is that?
It's scaring us, yeah.
Why are you scared? I'm not on your stand, am I?
We've got you for 2 days. No, we're just obviously we've got still quite a lot of prep still to do for Tuesday. We've done so much ourselves, so it's a lot of pressure, but we'll get there. We always get there.
Did it last time. We'll do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zoe, you're not scared, are you?
No, it's like you say, it's like Christmas, isn't it? For me, I'm one of the biggest advocates for Accountex for obvious reasons, and it is like Christmas for me. I cannot wait.
No, I'm busting. I am so
pretty excitable person at the best of times, but this takes me to another level. So apologies. Excitement.
It's an exhibition for accounting. But there's going to be so many amazing people there, including Pavel, who's coming. Pavel actually reached out to me and said, if you want me to take some of your books, I will. What a star. What a star. I ordered.
What are you talking about, Ashley? What, this one?
Oh, let's have a look. Nice. 3 hours of practicing that wasn't it? Right. So, Nat, Tammy, tell us a little bit about yourselves. Why are you on today, and what are you doing at Accountex?
So obviously, we've been on here with you before, so some people might know us. We're Payroll Sorted. We are a payroll bureau for accountants who outsource their clients' payrolls to us to process. And we are here today to talk about Accountex because we are doing it's actually our third year, only our second year at the London one, but third time doing Accountex. We did Accountex North. And we have a stand, quite a big stand this year, actually, which we have designed and made ourselves. So we will see what happens on Tuesday night when we're putting it all up.
Yeah, we don't like to do things by half. So yet again, this year we've gone above and beyond and a bit more out there. Yeah. And it's going to be very fun.
Yeah, it'll be a really good few days. And obviously, Ashley, you're going to be around and using our stand as a meeting place, which is fun.
Absolutely. And Zoe, you know a little bit about Accountex, don't you?
I know a little bit, just a little bit. I very, very proudly ran Accountex up until a couple of years ago. So ran it probably for about, I think, 6 or 7 years. Wow. And very proudly ran that awesome show, which is now run by Caroline Hobden and the awesome team at Diversified.
Yeah, or equally awesome as well. So what are you doing with yourself now then, Zoe?
So I did a couple of years spent at CPD Store, which offers the technical training, and they will be at Accountex as well. But currently now I work for myself at Blue Blazer Consulting, and at the moment currently working with the AAT, the association, which I'm really enjoying. What a great team they have there. And working with some other brands, advising them on anything really from events and the accounting and bookkeeping ecosystem. That's my kind of like the Wikipedia of accounting. Yeah,
absolutely. So come on, Blue Blazer, why on earth did you come up with that name?
I wonder. So for those that know Accountex, the branding was always blue, and then literally I think in the first year I just got a blue blazer and just wore it, and then I was sort of known as the woman in the blue blazer. So obviously when you're coming up with a name for your business, I'm kind of like, what am I going to call it? So obviously Blue Blazer. However, the original Blue Blazer, obviously I've had a couple of children since I got it, is so small. It was kind of like, so I had to buy a new one. So this is the new Blue Blazer, not the original.
Bless you. That's oversharing. That's oversharing. Anyway, so we're talking about Accountex. Okay, why should can you believe this? I was talking to an accountant the other day, a partner in a large firm didn't even know what it was.
I've had a couple of people Accountants. I'm like, how can you not have heard? But yeah, it's not that uncommon. Lots of people
in mind, there's normally about 10,000 visitors that go to Accountex or across both days. But when you think about in the whole of the accounting bookkeeping ecosystem, there's probably over 100,000 accountants. So I'm guessing there's got to be some out there that just don't know about it, maybe.
I've met a couple, so they definitely are.
Senior partner at a large practice, though, that they have to be there, don't they?
Well,
I don't know. Sorry, Zoe, cut over then. I don't know if you find this, but a lot of the new practices seem to be keen to go to Accountex. So they're new startups, maybe only been going a couple of years, and they're looking at how they can differentiate themselves or what software they can use to help grow their practice. And they tend to go to these events as sort of a bit of a support network in a way to meet up with people, like-minded people. That's what I saw anyway. I've only been it twice, so
yeah, no, that's a fair. Again, looking through the demographics of previous years, you do find that Accountex, the main demographic is the lower sort of SME, those micro practices that attend. Obviously, we do get some from larger firms, but I think primarily it is normally, like you said, is the smaller practices.
Hang on. So what you actually mean is the cool kids.
Yeah.
Look, accounting kids are all cool, Ashley. It doesn't matter how much.
Right, the cooler kids. The cooler kids. So what can we expect? So I'm talking to a couple of people and I'm not sure if I'm going. So this is for you, and I'm not going to mention your name, but if this is you, if you're sat on that fence, I'm in an whether or not you should go to this amazing conference, exhibition, event that's totally free. What can we say to persuade them to come, Zoe?
First easy hook, it's free CPD, 8 hours of free CPD.
I read 16.
Yeah.
So even that.
I think there's over, I mean, this is from last year's, but I mean, that is just an example of the program.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So I think it's about 180 speaker sessions in about 13 different theatres. So that alone is pretty amazing, and there's speakers from all types, shapes and sizes to sort of literally, you can sort of pick and mix exactly, like tailor make your own conference, because there's so much content there. You can sort of pick and mix what you're doing, but there is a lot to be said about doing a bit of pre-planning. A lot of pre-planning.
Absolutely.
They've got the app, haven't they? They've got the app this year, so that's easy to do.
I've got it here. So there it is. So you've got the app, and what you do is you go into speakers, and you've got this just absolutely amazing list of. Oh, who's that? Oh my goodness! But you can just put in there and search, and it'll come up. And there's like you said, there's 180. A couple of people have said to me, I wish I had a time machine, because there's a few people on at the same time, and I guess that's difficult. So if there's a couple of you going from the same practice, split up. That's the top tip, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really hoping we can catch a few this year. We didn't get any last year, did we?
It's difficult when you're exhibiting because you're on the stand, so you can't get to go and watch the speakers. But we did do a couple, didn't we? But a couple of our partners are also speaking as well.
Yeah, I'd love to go and see them. Yeah, Fran's speaking.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to do is sort of like come up with a thing on the stand so that everyone can see, I'm going to go to this one, I'm going to go to that one. I hope somebody from the stand's going to come to my talk, because I am up against Dermot Hamlin. I'm up against Dermot Hamlin and Brad Burton. So it's just going to be my mum there, isn't it?
No, that's not going to be the case at all.
Oh my gosh! But then saying that, it could be worse. You could be against Rebecca Bennyworth or HMRC.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't checked when she's on, but I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet it's at midday on Thursday. So I'm going to go into the app. While I'm going into the app, are you allowed to share the theme, Nat and Tammy, for the Payroll Sorted?
I think we can.
So last year we went full on out with our Payroll Sorted cinema. So we got everyone in and watched a little film that we'd made. And this year we've gone on a golfing theme.
Yeah, I don't really know why we've gone for golf.
Not really sure.
Golf.
Yeah.
So we've got like a pro shop. We've built it's for payroll pro shop, but actually it looks like a golf shop, and it's got like a golf entrance. And then we've got a golf simulator on there as well, and a putting hole,
A golf buggy.
Yeah, we've got a screen.
We weren't allowed to mention the buggy.
Oh, Tammy. Right,
Health and safety.
It's not got an engine or anything, so technically
No.
it's not an actual vehicle. But yeah, we've got another.
Oh, you're too far out. They'll tell you.
Fine on the day. Yeah, so we've got a little promo video, which is on that. So you come in, sit and watch that for like a minute and a half, and then come into the stand, and there'll be lots of people there to sort of sit and chat to and have a go on the simulator. So it should be fun. Should be a fun few days. Be a bit of competition there as well. I think.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah. The team are quite competitive, so I'm sure.
So we could
What you put into it though, because a lot of exhibitors, you know, they do put, some exhibitors put in so much thought and effort, and I really love hearing all these, like you say, it really sounds like everything's come together really nicely. There's a lot of thought and time and effort put into it, and I just love hearing that, because that will pay off. Because people love coming over and meeting you guys, but also kind of having a little play and having a bit of fun.
It's having that little bit of wow factor that makes us stick in people's heads as well. Absolutely.
Our stand always does look a little bit different, or that's the plan. So yeah, and I think also it's not just, we obviously want to meet new potential partners, but it's also a great chance for us to catch up with our existing partners. So we love like them coming to the stand and having something a bit sociable where we can sit and chat with them and stuff, because it is hard. Our partners are all over the country, so it's one of those events where lots of them do travel down to attend to it. So it's a great opportunity for us to catch up, really. So that's what we like most, really.
Yeah, absolutely. We get a bit excited.
Yeah.
Good. Glad it's not just me and Zoe. I've just got a little note here from John. No one's sang happy birthday yet, girls.
Oh, is it your birthday?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry.
Another reason I'm so excited today.
Right.
Happy.
No, don't. It's absolutely fine. So I did a post this morning all about why you should come to Accountex, and one of those things was catch up and meet with your software and service suppliers, because we talk to them on the phone or we message them and what have you, but we never get to shake their hand, have a cup of coffee with them, have a beer with them, and stuff like that. So it's a brilliant. I used to exhibit, as you know, Zoe, at when I was at Digita. And you'd catch up with people, and it was always a great buzz, and it's lovely to meet up with people. And most of the time, when you're dealing with a business, you're talking to the account manager, the service manager, and what have you. You don't tend never to speak to the CEO or whatever the boss wants to call themselves. But at these events, you get to just talk to the organ grinder, don't you? Which is incredible.
I think the fact-finding opportunity from exhibitors to visitors and influencers and everyone involved together, I think it's one of the biggest fact-finding opportunities, because you come away, you're hearing people all day talking about what's going on in the world and the industry, on technology and the technology advancements as well. I mean, you know, this is the place to talk about it, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've just looked on the app, right? Dermot's talk is all about Chat GPT. Right, at the same time as mine, and Rebecca Bunnyworth is on the panel. So, and against Brad Burton. So it really will be just my mum that will be there. So Tammy, you both have to come.
There'll be lots of people that want to listen to what you've got to say, like us included, because you know we're always trying. I know you tell me off all the time for not doing enough on LinkedIn, but there'll be loads of people like us that just want to hear those sort of nuggets of advice on that. So I'm sure you'll have loads of people.
Oh, no pressure. I wasn't going to do any slides or anything. I was just going to wing it because there was going to be no one there. So maybe I better put a bit of effort in.
Send it all over as well.
Yeah.
Can I give you some credit as well? Because I came in onto the top 100 on Dermot's Curly Whirly Awards yesterday, and that is actually thanks to all of your training as well, Ashley. So I've now gone into the top 100 thanks to Ash on LinkedIn, thanks to Ashley's coaching and training. So there you go.
Bless you.
That all in. I think that.
Bless you. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Very kind of you. So you're a curly whirly kid too. Well done.
I'm a curly whirly kid now. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a message yesterday from somebody. I said, so and so's not on the curly whirly list. I said, well, Dermot can't go around checking everybody to see if they're an accountant and if they've got 3,000 followers.
More people on the list, because I want to stay at 99. So the more people that come in the list, I have to work harder every month to keep in it. So you are going to be at Accountex, right? You're going to have your camera out. You're going to be doing selfies. You're going to be on loads of different stands. You are going to attract millions of followers just by being there.
Have you got, this is another top tip, everybody. Have you got on your phone a QR code for your LinkedIn? Okay.
Yes,
So that's on my screensaver. All right. So I don't have to do anything. I just go straight in and on my phone. So that is a top tip. Thank you. Thank you. Because one of my top tips was take plenty of business cards, because I know lots of people do business cards, but the one straight after was LinkedIn. Make sure that you know how to use LinkedIn on your phone. In fact, let's just do a quick tip now for everybody. So if you open up your phone, okay, you guys know this because you've been on the training, but if you're watching or listening to this on the podcast, if you go into LinkedIn and in the search bar at the very top, if you press the button, what it will do, it'll bring up a little QR code image there. You can just see that there, can you?
Yeah.
If you press that, and what it does, it brings up your QR code. And what you can do, is you can actually, there's a button on there that says save to photos. If you save that to your photos, then you can go in and do that. And Kirsty's asking about Linktree. Yeah, so you can use Linktree as well to do that. It saves taking a business card, but what it means is you can connect with people on LinkedIn and then you can catch up with them later. The other top tip there is make sure your photo's up to date. Because if you look like this and your photo is like 10 years younger and you've got black hair, so I did have black hair before I started working in the accountancy profession, but then that was 16 years ago, so it's got nothing to do with the profession or my previous employers. So Zoe, you've been talking to people about Accountex. You've been helping people with Accountex for a very long time. What other things should we be bringing to Accountex?
Should I give you my unofficial top tips, Ashley?
Yeah, please. No, they're official. They're coming from Zoe Lacey-Cooper.
They are official. Right. Top tip number 1, lip balm. You're going to be talking for 2 whole days. It is exhausting and it really, really helps. Men and women will want lip balm. And any exhibitors out there, bring your lip balms, get it out your stock rooms, because you will be amazed by the second day how much you will be needing your lip balm.
Do you recommend any particular brand?
Oh, chapstick all day long.
Okay, because I'm going shopping in a minute, so I would get one.
Definitely, it's a good one.
Thank you.
Hand cream. You're going to be shaking hands all day again, every day, and your hands get really dry because you don't get your inside. It's air conditioned inside a hall for 2 days. Exhibitors 3 days is set up. You will find that makes it really quite nice. Just have a bit of hand cream in your hand. Mints. Mints. Seriously. Because you're talking, you get like, and you're drinking coffee, and you might have had a few drinks the night before. It's not pleasant, everybody. Please just mint in your personal pocket.
Paranoid now. Talking to someone.
A better place, honestly. The other one is I always use this. Now, I'm not a heavy drinker, but if you drink or you don't drink with the parties, because obviously Alka-Seltzer or paracetamol, it's got caffeine in it, so it helps the headaches, gives you a little burst of energy. So I always find that I've got a few of those hanging around my handbag.
We know where to come.
Yeah. And the other one is, and this is a Sage one actually, but a portable mobile charger. Because you're going to have your phone open, LinkedIn, taking pictures, videos. Probably by after lunchtime, things will start to go on the mobile, and then you'll miss out on everything. So take your portable charge. Particularly if you've got an old phone that's a couple of years old, they don't have full charge. So make sure you take that. Or again, there'll be loads of exhibitors that may have them on there. So check that out. And the last and most important one is flat shoes. Look out, like you don't get flatter than that. What I do is I actually wear 3 different pairs of shoes. I start up with a heel, and I go down a little bit, and I end up flats.
So you're short by the end of the day.
Well, yeah, because you can do on average about 30,000 steps a day, and then you've got the parties, so you're going to want to dance, and it's not cool if you want to dance and you've got sore feet. Flat shoes.
No.
Flat
Top
shoes.
tip. There's one other. A little bit of anti-back, because you never know. Those are great tips, Zoe. Thank you. I'm going to get some chapstick.
Like,
Any other top tips from Payroll Sorted?
because we've only ever gone as exhibitors. We've never actually gone as like people walking around. So I think for exhibiting, just trainers, comfortable trainers,
and have somewhere you can sit on your stand. The first year you guys did it, they didn't have any seats.
Yeah.
And so they standing for the whole 2 days.
And having like, if it's hot, like t-shirts, but then jumpers to put on if it gets cold. Because I remember last year we got actually cold at one point, and then we were like, oh, we haven't actually got any jumpers. So yeah,
they whack the air conditioning up in the afternoon just to keep everyone fresh and awake.
Oh, everyone, awake. Yeah. Good idea.
And what about the parties? Is there any parties we're going to?
Get them off your stand to go and seek out some merch.
Yes, yeah. Get the free merchandise.
What about the parties?
I've never been to one.
No, we haven't. I think we're always too exhausted.
Yeah, never been. We were contemplating it for this. We don't know which one's the best one to go to though, so we were sort of holding out.
Well, I can't highlight the best ones, but there is the Iris party on a private chartered yacht where we've got Chris Moyles as DJ again for second year running with Iris, and the lovely Callum McRae and Steve Cox are arranging that party. And then next door on the Sunborn yacht, you have the Waters Clare party, and Steph and Phil Hobden have put on another well-known DJ. Is it Trevor? I can't remember his name. And Julie Sinsbury is also going to be DJing on that Sunborn yacht. And then you have the party of all parties, and this is the first. This is what started all the after parties, was the ignition party, which is at the Fox, which is the pub just outside near the Custom House entrance. So what I normally do is I do Iris, because I like to see Chris Moyles. I might pop along to the Waters Clare one, and then I do the Fox at the end for the bit of
God, I'm not sure stamina for that.
Absolutely not.
Kirsty's in the know. It's the boat with Elizabeth Carter and Chris Moyles.
Yeah, that'll be the Iris party. Yes, good shout, Kirsty. Yeah, and Elizabeth Carter. Yes, Elizabeth Carter and I are very big advocates for wearing flat shoes as well. So Elizabeth will be there.
That's Elizabeth Carter that was centre.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Perfect. So I know all these people I can get in.
Well, I think the Iris party is now fully booked, so I think you might have to go to their stand to get a party invite. The Water one, I think, is also fully booked, and the Fox may also be fully booked. So I don't know if there's a waiting list or anything like that, but yeah, again, if you got anything like
I know Zoe, I'll get in.
They might not let me in.
They'll let you in. They'll let you in. Is there anything else that we need to tell everybody? Because we've gone over our 15 minutes.
Can I do a really serious part to all of this?
Yeah, please. Please.
So, look, Accountex, it is fun. It's great networking, but the most important thing is actually bringing that whole accounting and bookkeeping community together, right? So, the most important thing is for accountants and bookkeepers this is a real opportunity to learn. We've got some people sharing their war stories, how they've done things, how they've improved things. This is a real opportunity for you and your team to really learn and start visualizing. But the most important tip I can actually offer is that implementation part. Please, you've spent 2 days at the event, you've had a great old time, you've learned all this stuff, you've met these amazing technology providers, and no one implements, no one puts a plan in place. And if I could just encourage every visitor that goes to Accountex to just give themselves maybe the morning after, when they come back to the office, to just write down what they learned, do a little bit of an action plan on how or what they want to implement from coming to Accountex. Because everything you're going to learn there is all very, very useful for improving your practice for you and your staff. So that's my serious part. But it's all about, really focus on learning. But the most important part is implement it. Take what you've learned and put a plan in place.
Absolutely.
Very serious face there.
No, but why would you spend 2 days away and then not do anything with it? You come back with all these brochures and stuff like that, and then you put it on a shelf and then get on with the job.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we've missed all of this. So no, absolutely great top tip. Nat, Tammy, you got any top tips?
I think it's similar from an exhibitor perspective of actually the follow-up after is so important. So we do all the preparation ahead of it, get through the 2 days, and then come back and potentially not follow up on the potential leads that are there, or then go through connections you've made and then and actually making the most of it. So I think that you can almost get focus so much on the day and getting through the couple of days to then not have a plan in place for how you then manage it after, which I think we've been guilty of in the past.
Yeah, 100%.
Not then following through enough on what we've got out of it. So I think that's very key.
Absolutely. Right. So last question to each of you. All right. I want to know what you're most looking forward to. So pick on Zoe first.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to is I love the fact it takes me about 2 hours to go to the toilet. And the reason for that, right?
You've got 17 pairs of pants on.
Yes. And the reason why I say that is actually what I love is the fact that everyone knows each other. There's this most exceptional raving fan community out there. It's absolutely incredible. So if little things like, oh, I need to go to the toilet, can take up to 2 hours because everyone knows everybody, and that is just the beauty of it. It's just everyone meeting up, and it doesn't matter on how big their firm is or how well known they are. Everyone is just so friendly and so lovely, and I think that's my favourite part. It's just catching up with everyone, seeing, and do you know, also making new friends as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new exhibitors on that show floor this year, new up and coming technology, and I want to spend some time actually getting to know them as well. So there you go. Plan your toilet breaks.
Yeah, never thought of that.
Yeah.
2 hours to go to the loo. Every hour,
a little bit. But...
every hour, I'm going to be doing a little talk on the stand about LinkedIn. So I've really got to plan my toilet breaks, haven't I? So Nat, Tammy, what are you guys looking forward to?
I think for me, I don't know if you agree, but we had such a buzz on the stand last year. Like we were really happy, weren't we? For a couple of days, we really just were in the moment, chatting with people, like just really enjoyed it. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to most, is just being everything done, the stand set up and knowing it all fits together and it's worked. And then once we're there, just having that feeling again of, it was just fun, wasn't it? We had a really good couple of days.
Absolutely.
So, I think that's it for us.
Fantastic. I forgot a top tip. Honey and lemon throat sweets, because you'll be talking an awful lot. I'm a little bit worried because I've been talking all day, going to the party in the evening, and then I'm doing my talk at 12 o'clock midday the next day. Like, oh, am I going to have a voice?
Yeah, it's a good point. I did lose my voice in the first year I went, actually.
Yeah, I do. I went to an event a couple of days ago. She just lost my voice.
I was chatting to someone the other day, and they went to, and I can't remember what concert it was, and they were singing so loud they couldn't speak for 2 months afterwards. They lost their voice. Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah, shocking. I am looking forward to just seeing everybody. I cannot wait. So if you're around, come and see Nat, Tammy and myself on stand 4:30. Zoe's going to be floating around, but she will be coming to see us as well. And you're doing a swag thing. What's it called?
Oh, so I do a swag off every year. So I do it with Andy North from Tax Calc, and I do that it's called the Accounting Influencers Round Table. They've got like this Airstream caravan thing. And so every year I do a live stream with Andy, and we do it's just a bit of it fun, tongue in cheek. We go around, we get all of the swag, and we have a swag off competition on the best swag available at Accountex. So I'll be coming around to everyone's exhibition stand on the second day to collect all the swag to do our swag off. But yeah, no, it's a little bit of fun. But again, like I said, there's so much swag that I use in my day-to-day life. I've got like pens and bottles and all that kind of stuff. It's all stuff we can use, and so that's I'm looking forward to doing that filming. That'll be good fun.
Brilliant. Thank you. What an amazing show. I love it when we have shows like this. So thank you so much for coming on. I look forward to seeing you all next week. There'll be hugs all around.
Thank you as well. The most important thank you to the Diversified team for putting on Accountex for free for all of us. So thank you. I love the Diversified team.
Hey, thank you guys. You take care. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye now.
You get out what you put